Hi, everybody. There's nobody here right now. I don't know if anybody's going to come. We have power right now. We're having another windstorm. I actually got to clean my glasses. I don't know if Lisa got the link set out or not. If not, we'll reschedule. Again, I'm feeling better. Still have the cold, but it's not nowhere near as bad as it was. Just tired. You can see the big circles under my eyes. It's me. I just finished filming a video. After this, I'm going to upload it. And for the balance of the yarn for the birthday giveaways. Don't forget, there's nobody here. I'll just talk to myself for a while. If nobody comes, then I'll end this. I've got to go to the mainland to get gas, propane, in case we lose power again. So I gotta put some stuff away here, so until somebody comes in, and if not, I'll end it. I'm just going to go over here and check to see if anybody is on. And I froze. Check, see if anybody's on Lisa's site. Upcoming live streams. Oh, live. It's not showing. So, let me see here. Do 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 do. Bum bum bum. Oh, no, it won't show because it's private. Only if you have the link. Oh. Okay, so I'll give it a few minutes, and if nobody comes in, I will end the stream, and I'll get with Lisa, and we can reschedule it. So we'll see. I decided that I was going to go a little longer. So I tied back in. Here goes my crochet hook. I tied back in and doing on it. But what I am going to do is I'm going to take my other one and I'm going to start the second panel. So what I will do with this here is we'll take this yarn, just put it to the side, and we will begin this one here so I can start the second panel. Because if nobody's here, then I'll head to the mainland before it gets too crazy. We'll just start from the outside here. And if you guys remember, for anybody that wasn't here when we started, this is how you start. You chain 55, or excuse me, 50 chains. Oh, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 8, 29, 30. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there should be 50 here. Let's just see how much I'm on gauge with this. Okay. Hold this here and we come across to here. And they're both the same size. So that works out good. So yeah, I'll have 2 needles going and 2 cakes of yarn going. But so that's what I'm going to do. But what we can do is talk about the trellis stitch. Okay, this is my copy of the pattern. Because the designer said when I get mine done to send it to her and if we needed any help. And if she has any more broomstick patterns, I'll see what she has. But it's a nice pattern. Okay. Prep for joining the edges. So it looks like we're going to be okay. I have to remember these are in UK terms. Yep, a double crochet in UK terms is a single crochet in US terms. So basically, you prepare your edges for joining, and you have the right side facing you. You take your one panel and slip stitch around the post of a single crochet up in the left hand corner. Make sure the right side's facing you, and then you chain 1, another single crochet in the same stitches you join. And then it goes on to show 4 chains, 1 single crochet around post of the stitch at the end of the next single crochet row, and that's the the in between when you're doing your 5 single crochets in your loops. So then it also has an outside edging, which is very very basic stitch. It'll make it easy for attaching the fringe that I'm going to do. Although I'm thinking I might, I don't know, we'll see. I have something in my head. And again, we're not, if this cow goes on till this summer, I don't care. Get it, just relax and do it. I will take this with me today when I'm in the car, just in case I get stuck on the mainland for a while, and work on it. Because honestly, I haven't worked on it. At work, it's just too much to bring to work with the needles and the yarn and everything to be able to work. I've got to do simple projects like socks, mittens, dishcloths, something simple. Some of my sweater panels I'm knitting, they're just straight stockinette because I've been engineering lately a lot, and I'm up and down going checking the engines and the generators and all that good stuff. So there's not a whole lot of time for me doing and to concentrate. That's why I have been taking my solar flare shawl. I work on that at home. I work on my advent balls here. They're actually in my craft room underneath my table here. I just take the whole thing out and I'll sit. But I got to do it where I'm concentrating because it's color work. Even though it's only 2 colors, it's still color work following the chart and the written decorations, instructions at the same time. Something I did get. I got this from Mary Maxim. I ordered a blanket kit for a Christmas gift for this year for somebody. It's the cat blanket. The person doesn't watch my channel. Besides that, this is private. I got this to do for a friend of mine for Christmas. Looks like her cat nuisance. So I got that to do for her, and it's all single crochet, changing colors. I got to get some bobbins. And then I got this Learn a Stitch Knit Dishcloth. Now, I've done all these stitches, but it'll be nice. Whatever. Hello, Zara. How are you, dear? How are you? I don't see Lisa. I don't see her. She's not here yet. You are the only one here, my dear. I was going to let this run for a while, and if nobody came in, I was just going to reschedule it again. I am mailing out packages on Friday, so you're going to be getting all the way through, I think, August in one shot. Each bag's marked though, so you can't open it until that month. We have really bad wind and rain here. I've got to go to the mainland to pick up gas for the generator and propane, fill a propane tank up in case we lose power again. I'm off in. No worries. I guess Lisa did. Lisa messaged me and I told her we were doing the cow, but if nobody shows up, then Zara will just we'll just reschedule for next Wednesday because I got laid off again last night. But I'm going to take advantage of this time off. One, we got the cleanup downstairs. It's just oh my God, it's just such a mess. I got somebody going to pressure wash the deck because it looks like I got a golden retriever growing on my deck with all the hair. And then selling the store, I've got a lot of stuff I got to pack up there. Well, now I've got to get a storage building here. So, I mean, I'll take advantage of time off. I've got my unemployment. I'm good. I could use a break, use a rest. I'm tired. Besides that, I'm a little miffed. what I was talking about, I started talking about the connection and the prepping your edges for a connection. And what I'm doing is I'm starting my second panel, and I'm going to be doing both of them at the same time. I want to get some done on this so I can join. I'll partially join the two panels. I won't have both all the way done. I reattached, and I'm going to add more onto this one here. I'm going to add more onto it. I did a video. I've got to upload to YouTube after I finish this, because another box of the yarn for the birthday celebration came. So I'm showing all the yarn. You're just not going to know what you're getting in your bag. That's going to be the mystery surprise. I mean, you know all the yarns I got, but I'll put the bags together, and our three winners will not know exactly what they're getting. I've been trying to get nice yarns, but I mean, I got Lion Brand. Oh yeah, no worries, Zara. Take your time, dear. Family first. I had a long conversation with my son this morning. We video chatted. I hadn't talked with him since last month, and well, I've got. I mean, I could tell you, I had, like I said, I'm going to release the video after this. I just got to upload it. Think here. I got some Lion Brand, like Date Nights, Moroccan Nights, Touch of Alpaca, Juniper. I mean, not Juniper, Whimsical. I got some organic cotton and stuff like that. So, I mean, I think I want to put, like, in each bag, I want to put, you know, some like bougie, what we call bougie yarn, you know, plus some of the other that somebody may not have tried. And I tried to buy enough of each one that you could do a project at like a minimum of like 500 yards for the most part for each kind of yarn I got. So I hope, plus I'm going to put some other stuff in it, you know, probably maybe a notions pouch, a project bag. Yes, my son, Anthony. I got to talk to him today. They moved, and he apologized. He says, "Mommy, I didn't see your message from February 1st. Apparently, he's not getting on Instagram or Messenger much. So he said, just text message me. I said, okay. So I guess we talked for about 2 hours, and I got to talk to my daughter-in-law. They moved, and I was checking on to see how his back was, because his back's really, really not doing good. And he keeps saying, Mommy, when you coming home? When you coming home? I said, son, I am home. This is my home, Deer Island. But I said, we'll see when I can, you know, come down and see you. Because I go down, I'll stay for a couple weeks to see all my grandkids, my great grandbaby. But yeah, he's doing good. He'll be 44 this year. He'll be 44. And we were talking about Warren, you know. He called him Pops. We talked about him for a little bit. And he just, you know, hard to believe it's a year. And I said, I wholeheartedly agree. Just catching up on things. He's my only surviving child. So, you know, my other two are together in heaven with Warren. So I have my son and my grandkids, and I have one great grandson. But I'm just looking at my signal here. We hardly had any snow. Yeah, Zara, it's just traveling right now. Traveling's hard. I mean, he's down in Pennsylvania, which is closer than California, but it's I got some issues going on with the doctor and stuff that I'm trying to take care of, so I can't fly, and I'm not allowed to sit for long periods of time. So we're just waiting on some test results. We'll see how that goes. But oh no, I video chat all the time, and tomorrow I'm going to video chat with him again and talk to my granddaughter Emma, see how she's doing. And he's hoping that he can repair, you know, get his daughter. He has only one biological daughter. Emma, he adopted, his wife's daughter. But don't get me wrong, it doesn't make any difference. Emma, whether he adopted her or not, is still my granddaughter. and his wife is like my daughter. But he wants to repair the relationship with his daughter, Ariana. Living out in California, it was hard. So he's back in Pennsylvania, and he'd really like to. And I said it's important. Ariana's in her teens now. She's growing into a beautiful young woman. And I said, it's never too late, son. It's never too late. So I was always close to my kids, my boys. I was always close. And my late son's birthday is coming up, March 9th. He would have been 42 years old. Anthony will be 44 this year. Boy, I'm telling you, where's time gone? But no. Are you having any issues, Zara, with your project at all, dear? Because if you are, we can just sit here and chit chat for a little bit, and then I'll get dressed and head to the mainland and go play in the wind and the rain. But like I was saying, it's fairly warm outside today. It's almost 40 degrees, 6 Celsius, 40 Fahrenheit. But the rain and the wind is back. Batten down the hatches. So I'll run to the mainland. And I gotta go. Zara, I was just saying, anybody watches this replay, I don't care if we're still doing this summer. I don't care. I don't do any kind of crochet along, mystery, whatever, that puts pressure. I'm done with pressure. Just like with work. They laid me off. Okay. I said, I'm not going to sit by my phone and wait for you to call. I've got my unemployment. I said, I've got to go recertify my teaching license. That's just for a couple of days. I have to go up to one of the Maritimes provinces. And I said, I'm not going to sit and wait for you to call me. I'm going to be 63 next month. Zara, that's the only way I like things, hon. Look, life's too short. What I do, the knitting, the crochet, that is my yoga. Yarn yoga, if you want to call it. That's where I find my peace. I find my contentment, because I don't get happy. I don't get happy like I used to. And maybe it'll come back. Maybe it'll change. But the light went out of my life, and I'm trying to find it. I am, I'm just kind of floundering here. He was the love of my life. He was part of me. We were two halves of a whole. I mean, we were soulmates. I mean, we were very lucky. Yes, it does, Zara. And I'm lost without him. I just have to find my way, and I'm working on it. I hope one of these days I will be able to sleep through the night again. It's been a year since I had a decent night's sleep. I mean, my problem is I'm tired all the time. I mean, I know I work a lot of hours and stuff, but I've got these rings under my eyes. They're getting to be bags. The old getting bags. I'll show you something I'm making for a friend of mine. I was showing it before you come in. I got this Afghan kit from Mary Maxim. My girlfriend, she's the fisherman, loves cats, right? She don't watch my stuff. But and I hate single crochet, but I'm going to do this blanket for her because she loves cats. And it's just, I got it now, so I can just kind of work on it here and there. And because I'm finishing up, I've got a few projects finishing up. The baby set that I was making, I got the booties done, the sweaters done, and I took it to work. It was pretty easy. Yeah, and she loves cats. Her cat's called Nuisance. But the baby set that I'm doing, I didn't have any more yarn with me, or I would have had the bonnet done yesterday too. Oh yeah, I'll do. Like I said, I'm trying to do whips and finished objects videos. I've been kind of dabbling, startitis. You know how that is, Zara. You start a bunch of things, and I do try to work and finish up like some of the smaller projects I'm doing. I wanted to do a swatch. I was talking with Courtney from Fiberfox Studios, and I said I want to do the boho blanket. She gifted me the pattern for the boho blanket last year, and I said, I'm looking at my yarns and seeing what I had, because it takes like over 3,000 yards to do the blanket. I said, and I asked her, I said, doing the mosaic, can you use a bulky 5 with a worsted? She says, I don't know. I've never done it. So I showed her what I have. She loved the colors. And I said, well, I'm gonna do one repeat of the pattern. Now, one repeat is 57 rows. Anyways, it's going to be a nice size, and I can make a bag or a pillow or something with this. But this is what it looks like. This is using Premier's Toy Box and some of that tent ball, just acrylic monster yarn I had in called Cool Blue. And this is what I have done so far. And that's a bulky 5. So really, the bulky 5 pops. It does. The stitches don't get lost. So I'm on row. I think I'm on row I got like 15 rows to go, and this will be done. But that's just a swatch of the pattern. So I'm curious to see, how that's what I thought. And then I can go ahead and make the blanket, because I got plenty of this Toy Box yarn. That's when they had it. I got a bunch of it when Aberdeen's had it for $2 a ball. I bought a bunch of it because there's only like 109, 110 yards in a ball. So that's one of the things. And I've been working on my socks. No, it's Grafgan. It's a Grafgan. I wish it was mosaic. It's going to have so many, and you can't carry the yarn along because you won't have enough to finish. And they even tell you in the pattern that it shows you, how to, all colors not to be carried across the back of the work more than just a few stitches, or you won't have enough yarn to complete But what I'm going to do is I'm going to run to the dollar store while I'm on the mainland and get some of the bobbins. I had a bunch of them, packs of them, but I gifted them all away in Happy Meal and stuff. I tried. I love to knit socks, but I'm trying different things. So I am trying 2 at a time on Magic Loop. I follow Kay, the Crazy Sock Lady. I follow her. Yeah. So she casts on her first cuff and then transfers them to DPNs off the one ball. Then you go ahead and cast on your other one. I'm doing Magic Loop here, and then you'll knit it to the same place. Then you just do your cuffs, and then you just put the other one on here, and then you're doing Magic Loop. So 2 at a time. I'm trying it because I'm doing the I'm going to do a 2 at a time pair, the ruffle socks that I did. I'm going to do those 2 at a time. This one, I love that pattern. It's a nice pattern to work with. So I was doing that at work, but it was too much, because I had got the new needles I had done the Happy Meal video. I got the Hayas, and I'm trying to do 2 at a time, because I've got 2 pair of socks. I'm on the second sock of each one of those, and they'll be done, because my goal is 8 pair this year. Ow, ow, ow. I think I got 1 pair done. So yeah, I got 1 pair done, and I've got 2 other pair that I've got 1 sock each done. I probably have 3 or 4 on the needles, but I like socks. I like knit socks, but I do get bored with just doing stockinette for so long. Yep, 8 pairs I think we'll be doing with all my other stuff I'm working on. But Nordica sweater, I am, you know, I work on that panel because once I get that done, I just got the sleeves. I'm gonna do 2 sleeves, do the sleeves 2 at a time. The problem with the Nordica is you've got to pull out until you can match the patterning on the yarn. So you've got to, you know, so that's because I was already into my sleeves and I'm looking like, oh my God, these aren't even going to match. So that's the one place I have to color control is the sleeves. The back I did to a point. The design should match up fairly decent, but the pattern in the sleeves, I wanted it to match up. But and see, they don't tell you any of this, and I haven't seen anybody say anything about, you know, when you're doing something like this. So I, you know, I'll probably do a video once I finish the sweater when I'm showing it, and I'll talk a little bit about how I got the pattern to match up. And you have to do your due diligence with this kind of yarn. If you just don't want it to be, you know, I want it to look semi cohesive. You know, I would like sometime next month. I want to start couple cotton summer tops. And I've got to order some more bags from Temu. I do want to bag up my yarn. I've been thinking about that. I got to bag up some cakes and stuff, and I'm going to do another sale. But I think I'm just going to do it on the community tab. You know, with cakes and stuff to downsize my yarn stash because it has got out of control. You know, you get a little overwhelmed, and that's why you want to start all the projects. You know, but and I got, you know, I think I've got quite a few blankets I got to do. Yeah, I think it'll be easier than me trying to do the videos because I got to be a little too crazy. I'll just, you know, take pictures and I'll do a slideshow video of the yarns that are for sale because they're going to be in bags, whether it's 2 cakes. It'll be probably 2 cakes at a time. It'll be one price for the yarn, and tell me what you want. And once it's sold because I have a lot of cakes of yarn and other yarns in my bedroom, the ones I got to pack up too. You know, I mean, sufficient quantities, sweater quantities of yarns. I just got to order some self-sealing bags from Temu so I can put them into the plastic like I did for the I actually got some I have these bags like this. This is some of the yarn for the birthday gift away. So I can put the yarn in these, and then so I'll have everything in a bin. I'll have the yarn packed up, price marked on it, and this is what you get. Because it got crazy last time. Yeah, it got crazy last time. With trying to keep everything straight. So I'll just take advantage of my time off. And I have a lot of my yarn is in plastic, but some of it isn't. I've got so much sock yarn. Oh my gosh, so much sock yarn. Maybe I'll put some sock yarn in it. I'll put some sock. What do you think there? One skein. A lot of my skeins are 430 to 450 yards. The sock yarn I got. I'll never be able to make all this sock yarn. I've got a big thing that I'm doing for Ingrid of yarns. I got to cake them up, but my little ball winder's giving me issues. I got to take it apart again. I want to send that pack out to her of just sock yarn. She loves socks. So send her some sock yarn. Yes, Miss Zara. So again, Zara, when I send you your box, I will say under $20. I'll just flat $20. They don't know how much I paid for it. They don't know how much I paid for it. I still am trying to do Amazon because there's a couple. Man, I have a couple things in my cart that I wanted to kits I wanted to send you. And I'm still trying it on my Amazon, but every time I try to do it for my Amazon, add your address, it won't let me. It says can't deliver to that country. I don't know what the deal is. Zara, you know what, dear? They do the same thing here with if it comes by UPS, DHL, or FedEx, they want to charge you more in duties, customs fees, handling charges than you pay for the yarn. That's why I always just pick I pick Canada Post, and it takes longer to get here, but I don't care. Let me ask your opinion. You're the only one here, so oh well. I was thinking of ordering. What? Where'd you get the 2 skeins from, Zara? Or is that how much the yarn cost you there? Yeah, I've got a lot of I got sock yarn up there, a whole big thing of it. And then I've got 3 bins in there of sock yarn. Oh no, 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 I don't do that. Now that I learned, no. Because the thing is, if it's a gift, I can put whatever I want on it for price. I dare them to prove that I paid something different for it. Because you all know how I buy my yarn. No, I have my receipts. If it would ever come to that, Zara, by gosh, I'd fight. I'd say I did not pay that. This is what I paid, and this is what the value is. Plain and simple. I spun the yarn myself. It's cold. I have notes in my nosy notebook, you know, because I sent my members, little Christmas, just a happy pack, nothing major to each one of my members. And it was, and I had found some project bags on Whisk that they screamed hook and stitch on style. They screamed my channel's theme. And so I put that together with some stuff there. I've got a ton of stitch markers I got to make because I want to put them up. I got to go through my Ko-fi shop because some of the stuff has sold out of my shop that I had put up. So I got to go in and straighten that out. A lot of stuff I make, I gift it. I gift it to people. I just give it away. I don't know. I just enjoy what I do. I find peace, my happy place. I'm quite content just to watch my YouTube videos. I've got to catch up though because I've been working. I haven't been able to watch videos. When we were on them 14-hour days, oh, it was too rough to watch because then you get seasick watching back and forth like this. So, but I'm gonna try to get a hold of Amazon and figure out how I can send from Amazon to you. Just even if I want to send you a gift. I mean, there's a few people that live outside the Canada and the US that I like to send stuff to. Heck, there for a while you were on a roll winning my giveaways. You won a lot of them. You and Wendy McJanet and Sharon Sutcliffe won a lot. Now Wendy, she's in Scotland. It took longer for it to get to her than it did anybody because I went to, when the shipping rates skyrocketed, I went to ground, surface mail, they call it. And sometimes it might take 2 months, but it gets there. And even the surface is expensive. I sent magazines that cost $20 to send. Yeah, you had a good, hey, got the big ones coming up, my birthday. And then of course it's 5-year podiversary. I can't believe I'm gonna be on 5 years. And hey, I'm approaching that 3,000 watch hours. I think I'm at 2,100 watch hours. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. But it gets there fine. It's just anything I do on the channel as far as we're gonna have the spinny wheelie thing again. I will, Zara. on the birthday celebration. But what we're going to do is the $200 bag. I had the donor that donated these 3 gift packs said wants to do the wheel with the your names, but for a $5 Canadian donation, like I did for last year's podiversary, because all the money that came from that podiversary, from that wheel, helped pay for the shipping. It didn't pay for it all, but it helped pay for that shipping. Because I always pay the shipping, with the exception of when I have a sale. Then I have them pay their shipping, but I will sit there and I will research the best rate that I can get. Some of the ones I sent out, I split into 2 boxes because it was cheaper to ship it that way. I had Christine from Christine's Crocheting and Lisa both had bought a lot of yarn. Darlene, I met her and delivered hers because hers was a 60-gallon tote full of yarn that Dean bought. He bought the whole thing. I said, we could do all that yarn. She has more yarn than I did. Probably double what I have. I want to make another one of those bags there. That bag, the Venetian bag. I want to do another one of those. That was just dishcloth cotton I made that in. Nothing. I love that vintage crochet channel. And hey, Zara, I found a vintage knitting channel. She does vintage knitting patterns. Yeah, it is. It's cheaper to do it that way sometimes. But I'm going to be talking about this channel when I do another. I got to do another video tomorrow. Today I'm pretty booked up running to the mainland or thing. But I was watching her. There's also another one. I think it's called Engineering Knits. Let me see. I'll tell you what it is in a second. Let me see. My history will show. It'll be easier for me. She bought a project off of eBay that somebody had put up for sale that they had started but never finished. And it was a sweater. And the sweater was crocheted, but the cuffs, the ribbing, and the neck were going to be knitted. So they never finished. So she finished the project. This was vintage. It was line brand. It was here it is right here. I was browsing eBay. Okay. Some vintage knitting patterns and vintage yarn. She's called Engineering Knits. She's a big channel. She's got almost 77,000 subscribers. But she does a lot with the vintage knitting. So you get the knitting and the crochet. It's kind of cool, watching the 2 vintage channels. I do have a project going for the vintage crochet channel right now. It's a hat. It's that Irish lace hat. Yeah, she's really yeah, I do. I always have something. I always have at least 1 Tunisian, 1 crochet, 1 knit. I have a lot of knits going, but I always have a lot of projects going on it. But yeah, she's very, very knowledgeable about her knitting and stuff. But I like vintage. I always have. Like, my wedding was vintage. Was Victorian, from the Italian Victorian era, from the Italy side. But, well, I guess we'll just wrap this up, and I'll reschedule for next week. I'll get with Lisa and tell her, hello, we need to reschedule for next week for our 1 hour. Even if we just come up for an hour and everybody chats, and anybody has questions, wants to show things. But I'm so glad I got to talk to you, Zara. I enjoy your videos. I do like to watch your videos. And don't let anybody say anything about why you're not in a video. It's just, you don't have to have this in a video. I mean, at first I wasn't going to. I was just going to do a hands video. What time's the member live today? I might have to catch it while I am running to the mainland. It's almost 12 o'clock now, so. Well, Zara, thank you so much, dear. 2. Okay, if I hurry up, maybe I can get back. If not, I'll watch it on my phone until I get home. All right, sweetie, I'm going to wrap this up. And hopefully I'll see you in the live, Lisa's live. Okay, I'll get it off my phone. I will. And I will see you next Wednesday. I'll see you in Lisa's live. Meanwhile, you have a wonderful day. And I'm going to go play in wind and rain. I'll see you later, sweetie. Hugs to you too, Zara. And a whole bunch of smiles. All right, sweetheart. Bye-bye.